I've been with HCN for 5 years.
I've been with HCN for 8 years.
I've been with HCN for 10 years.
I've been with HCN for 13 years.
J'ai 22 ans avec HCN.
I've been with HCN for 22 years.
Yo he estado con HCN por 22 años.
And I have been with HCN for 25 amazing years.
It was the early 1990s, in the aftermath of Hurricane Andrew, that Betsy K. Cook's pivotal role in community health began to take shape. A group of 4 local federally qualified health centers joined hands and quickly realized the advantage of a collaborative voice. The founding health centers asked Betsy to serve as their leader. Local, state, and federal governments were impressed by this new coalition and provided funds to support the centers as they linked together to provide common services. The founding health centers called their new organization Health Choice Network and selected Betsy Cook to lead the new organization as its first president and CEO.
For starting the network, we were in a period of paper, and we were transitioning to automation and the requirements by our funding agencies for data. And at that particular time, we did not have the IT systems in our health centers, and we didn't have the expertise, we didn't have the resources to support the IT systems. And so by coming together to form the network, we were able to get a grant that allowed us to initiate IT and systems in our health centers.
Family Health Centers of Southwest Florida joins Health Choice Network of Florida as its 5th member, bringing much-needed expertise in IT, finance, and organizational development.
Many, many years ago, there were 2 directors who came and said, we want to replicate what you're doing in San Francisco. We want to replicate the health center model network. So they flew me to Miami, and we started talking about the ways that the health centers in Miami could come together as a strong collaborative group. And Lele, who was in Fort Myers, which is on the other coast of Florida, said, I want to be part of it too.
When I was part of Family Health Centers in Fort Myers, working under the wonderful direction of Lele Hamrick, I saw her vision, and when she talked about joining HCN and being a part of that great initiative, it started with trust. She trusted the long-standing relationship we had with Colonel Hartley, Jesse Trice, Betsy Cook, Cal Davis, and it really she wanted to be a part of that. And I think for Lele, she ran a wonderful organization in Fort Myers, but she knew that in order to take Family Health Centers to the next level, we'd have to work with some other partners.
HCN continues to grow by bringing new initiatives to assist in improving the quality of care provided by our member centers. Members of Health Choice Network of Florida are connected by a centralized computer system, setting the stage for further IT integration in the years to come.
The introduction to information technology at the health centers was really a remarkable journey. And when I got involved, the health centers in Miami had recently purchased the same system, but they implemented it individually. So there was nothing that was shared among the organizations. What Betsy and the team had the vision to do was really relook at that and to really leverage the wonderful skills of some great people and be able to implement the IT in a centralized environment, really ahead of its time. Everybody talks about cloud-based computing now. Well, in a way, that's what HCN did back in the mid-90s, is a cloud-based from the perspective of the centers. And it really enabled them to not only share the same systems, but just a wonderful team to be able to implement it, continue training and support and maintenance, and really achieve great heights. And I think that those founding CEOs really saw the benefits of that.
Economic Opportunity Family Health Center, presently known as Jesse Trice Community Health Systems, contributes their managed care leader, Margarita Olet, to the network to develop a management services organization.
I came over to Health Choice Network to start what was working on the private sector, and that is a management services organization that would help our centers with contracting, credentialing, and provide a vehicle to retain, maintain, and grow their Medicaid market share.
Taking advantage of members' partnerships with faith-based institutions, the network creates Healthy Body, Healthy Soul to further develop community outreach, health education, and disease prevention programs.
So all of us, it was Betsy, Jesse, and myself, we all had experience in working with the faith-based community. But how to organize the work that we had done with the faith partners was the challenge. And so Betsy made that one of the first initiatives in being able to look at building a model. We ended up building the model very similar to the model that CHI had created. They actually had a pilot program for hypertension, and it was called the Healthy Body, Healthy Soul. And Hermine Pollard was the co-founder of that program. So we got some funding, and we got permission to do that, and that's how the Healthy Body, Healthy Soul program ended up being a part of the Health Choice Network Program Development's first initiative.
Honoring the final wishes of visionary leader Jesse Trice, the network funds the Jesse Trice Cancer Prevention Project, seeking to improve cancer screening, treatment, and research in underserved communities.
This was one way that we could do it collectively with all of the centers, like trying to design a model that would work for most of our health centers. We ended up developing the Jesse Trice Cancer Prevention Program after Jesse was diagnosed with cancer, and we were able to launch a lung cancer screening program, which she actually charged us to do while she was under treatment for lung cancer. She didn't want other patients to have to go through what she went through, which was being diagnosed in stage 4 with lung cancer, where there was very little treatment available for her.
New Mexico joins the network and assists the development of a multi-state infrastructure to include hosting, support, training, and interfaces. This launches HCN into new states and forms the groundwork for HCCNs.
IT, information technology, in 2000 was pretty much a foreign language for most people. So getting to join Health Choice Network of Florida was just an amazing leap forward for us. I saw what Betsy and Kevin had done with Health Choice Network, and I knew even getting the stars in order and bringing great talent and initiative and dedication to the effort, it would take us 4 or 5 years, if ever, to get to where we could start off.
Based on its success with a pilot electronic health records project, the network receives a $4 million grant from HRSA to implement electronic health records in all of Florida centers. Funding was received through the efforts of Representative Connie Mack and Congresswoman Carrie Meek.
So when I started my career back in 1999 at Community Health of South Dade, there was a lot of discussion in regards to automating the medical records. And Kevin Kearns, Betsy Cook, and the team at Health Choice Network, which we are obviously a member of at CHI, started talking about how to automate and how to digitize the electronic health record. It was interesting because it was the first time funding was made available, primarily because of the work that Betsy Cook did and Kevin Kearns did back at HRSA and the Bureau of Primary Healthcare. If you think about technology back in 2001, it wasn't easy. The technology wasn't as advanced as it is today. We were really doing a pilot program. We were not cutting edge, we were bleeding edge.
The centralized billing came probably a few years after we did the centralized information technology system, and really it was brought on by the centers and some of the CEOs that said in this very competitive environment, it's very difficult to attract and retain really strong billing people, and every center was trying to do it on their own, and we said, wow, we can put it together, we can bring in the best and the brightest, we can take advantage of the central IT that we have. Not the same systems, but common systems, and we would be able to really leverage the efficiencies and do some great things.
The foundation work that was done with the CBO offering and the EHR offering was not only cutting edge, but fundamental for the services that we offer here at HCN today for our centers. Insight in the standardization that we had to our centers was important through that realm, but we actually gained the knowledge to not only do the standardization, but we were able to then figure out what other services that we needed to offer. That included CFO, CIO, managed care, whole ancillary services that were needed at the time and continue to grow as we speak today.
It's just been an awesome opportunity to work with some fantastic people, knowing Betsy Cook and founder left us too soon.
Everyone who called Betsy a friend has a special place in their heart for her. She was an inspirational leader, an honored professional, a mentor, and a tireless advocate.
Well, I had the privilege to work for many years side by side with Betsy, literally side by side as we shared an office for many years. And so I really got to watch her work and just see the brilliance that she had. And the thing that I will remember for her and always will always stay with me is her passion for the patients of the health centers, her passion for the health centers themselves and how important they are in providing the health care to those in our community. And that for me will always stick with me.
Prestige Health Choice, a Medicaid provider service network founded by our member centers, is launched. Prestige grew from 3 members in December 2008 to 300,000 members in 8 regions by 2015.
At that time, we wanted to leverage the size of our network. We had grown from 4 centers to 22 centers and capitalize on the infrastructure we had built from our MSO. It allowed us to take advantage of the opportunity that brought the highest return of investment to our centers. Our centers wanted to move from the sidelines into the game. They wanted to be the quarterback.
The network receives a $14.5 million grant from the Office of the National Coordinator to coordinate the South Florida Regional Extension Center and promote the adoption of meaningful use of electronic health records in 8 South Florida counties.
Health Foundation of South Florida saw the Regional Extension Center movement started by the federal government to be an opportunity to partner again with HCN and really take the lead nationally as one of the true superb primary care backbone organizations in the country. And I felt if Health Foundation could participate and I could represent the Health Foundation, and we could provide some help, some technical assistance, some funding along the way that would really push Health Choice Network to the top of the list as one of the truly great organizations within the regional extension services.
Health Choice Care, a Medicare accountable care organization, is formed by Health Choice Network health centers and serves more than 16,000 beneficiaries.
After playing in the Medicaid space, our board challenged us to look at the opportunities in Medicare, and it has served as our sandbox to test tactics and tools that will support the delivery of quality services to our members.
Alejandro Romillo becomes Health Choice Network's 3rd CEO following his mentor, Kevin S. Kearns, and Margarita Olet becomes COO for Health Choice Network and CEO of Health Choice Care.
So when I took over as president and CEO, there was several lessons I learned and that I use still today. Number 1, Betsy. If it's the best thing for the health centers, then do it, no matter what it takes. There's an old saying that says, do what's right, not what's easy. And Health Choice Network usually does what's right, not what's easy. Number 2 from Kevin, he always says if it sticks to the mission. If you stick to the mission, you'll never be wrong.
Health Choice Network and Alliance Chicago have collaborated on many occasions over the past years. And my experience so far with the partnership dates back to the very beginning, where Health Choice Network's founder was an inspiration to me. It really was the foundational work that Health Choice Network did that really has inspired the last 20 years of my life.
The partnerships throughout the years, 25 years, as I look at my 20-year journey here with Health Choice Network, I can think of and point to very specific partnerships that have allowed Health Choice Network to continue to grow, to continue to thrive, but most importantly, the partnership with our health centers and their boards.
Striving to be leaders in cutting-edge technology, Health Choice Network becomes the first health center-controlled network to be fully cloud-based.
HCN has been in the hosting business for 25 years. Up until October, we were at our data center, and we wanted to make sure that we provided the best technology with the best service and performance to our centers. So we decided in October to move everything to the cloud, and it's been an incredible journey since then. I think it's the next evolution in what we can offer our centers as far as technology, and just taking advantage of everything that's out there in the cloud.
the next 25 years are going to be really exciting for us, just because technology is finally catching up to the mission of health centers.
Health Choice Network's boards of directors approved a total renovation project for our headquarters office to further increase levels of service and improve technologies, allowing HCN to better service our health centers.
So as we look forward, I was so pleasantly surprised and excited that we found the right firm of architects, the right builder, with the HCN Board of Directors' support to rebuild that same land to the future headquarters of Health Choice Network. It's a new day for Health Choice Network, celebrating our 25th anniversary with our new building. I know that our founders, Betsy, Lele, Kevin, and the rest would be very proud.
As we celebrate the past 25 years of service and the journey to bringing the vision of our founding members to life, we look forward to the continued collaboration and support of our Board of Directors, health centers, partners, and HCN family for the next 25 years.
HCN has exceeded the expectations from the 5 founding members. HCN is now performing services that we didn't even dream of.
What a brilliant strategy, and how perfectly executed by some of the greatest leaders the health center movement has ever known.
You know, it's just so exciting to see the health center movement continue forward. Our job at Health Choice Network is to be relevant and to be the best partner they have. So I'm excited about the next 25 years.